6:48. Welcome back to the Valley today, taking a live look at 20th Street South in Moorhead and orange cones, which have become a familiar sight all around Moorhead this summer. Several major road construction projects going on, and it's starting to have an impact on several businesses. We've got the details coming up this morning right here on the Valley Today.
Hi again, and good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with the Valley Today. I'm Lisa Bedeau here with Kyle Bosch. We're just getting started now with our nonstop news and weather all the way up to the top of the hour.
And we do start with some breaking news that we are following for you this morning in South Dakota. An emergency landing that had to happen earlier overnight. 24 people were taken to the hospital after turbulence forced a JetBlue flight to make that emergency landing.
The flight from Boston to Sacramento ran into bad weather and was diverted to Rapid City last night. One passenger said it actually felt like a giant hand hit the plane. These are some pictures taken inside the plane. You can see at least one person had a neck brace on. 22 passengers and 2 crew members were taken to a local hospital with minor injuries. Everyone was treated and released. Developing for you this morning, as we mentioned, some businesses in Moorhead now say that they may have to close down because of this summer's construction mess. The 8th Street Bridge project over I-94 is about 3 weeks behind schedule, and the detours are causing a lot of problems for some of the businesses caught in the middle. Sydney's Organic Market on 30th Avenue is among them. They have been openly talking about their struggles on Facebook, saying they're doing everything they can to keep their doors open. The head of the Moorhead Business Association says the worst case scenario is people change their habits and don't return even after construction ends. Another developing story this morning, the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension is investigating a case in the Beltrami County Jail after an inmate died while in custody. The sheriff's office says that a cellmate found 26-year-old Tony May of Red Lake, Minnesota, dead in his cell yesterday morning. Court records show that May was in jail for fleeing a police officer in DWI. An autopsy will be performed to determine that cause of death. Coming up on 6:51, time for weather and traffic on the ones, and we check in first with meteorologist Robert Hahn on this Friday morning.
Yeah, pretty nice Friday morning out there, and we've got some cloudiness out there. Some areas dealing with a little bit of fog, but we'll see some sunshine before the day is over in many locations. Quite a bit of sunshine. 69 degrees, winds out of the west and southwest at 6. Temperatures elsewhere 70 down in the Sisseton area, 55 up in Langdon. Everybody else in between with temperatures mostly in the low and mid 60s. Winds light. They'll remain light today, primarily be coming out of the northwest. 5 to 15 miles per hour with an occasional stronger gust later this morning and into this afternoon. Visibilities, again, some locally dense fog in a few locations. Park Rapids, visibility down to about a half a mile. Cloud cover, we've still got some out there, and we'll see some decreasing clouds as we head through the rest of this morning and into this afternoon. On the radar, no precipitation out there outside of maybe a few sprinkles as the fog starts to lift in some of the areas in northern Minnesota, and still dealing with water over some roadways in Dickey County. Something to keep in mind as you head out and about. Some showers and some storms stretching from the Great Lakes down into the southern plains, and tremendous rains falling down in Louisiana. Flash flood warnings in effect for much of southern Louisiana. For today, a mix of clouds and sun, a pretty decent day. Northwesterly breeze is not only bringing in some slightly cooler air, but some drier air, less humid today. Maybe an isolated sprinkle across the far north as we head through the late hours today. Overnight, a refreshing night with overnight lows in the 50s. And then tomorrow, maybe a couple degrees warmer, a mix of some clouds and sunshine, and perhaps an isolated shower or storm as we head through the day. And temperatures cooling back into the 60s by evening. Right around 80 over the next couple of days with isolated showers possible, and into the 80s through much of next week. And along with that, a chance for a few showers and storms. That's another look at your weather. Let's get another look at your traffic with Al Ahmed. Good morning, Al.
Good morning to you, Robert. Good morning, everyone. We're back out on Interstate 94, checking out the Metro Interstate Loop this morning. I-29 traffic has really picked up from what it was earlier. Still have things on Interstate 94. I-94 traffic as we drive in more into the work zone is really quite busy. And you're probably getting a look right now at what photographer Jesse Collins is showing you at 20th Street in Moorhead. 20th Street has been picking up a lot of the traffic flow, a heck of a lot of the traffic flow from all of the work that's going on 8th Street. Once again, the ramp off east on Interstate 94 onto 8th Street and Highway 75, that's closed, as is the ramp off 8th Street onto westbound Interstate 94. So once again, 20th Street is really picking up an awful lot of the traffic that normally would go on 8th Street. As you can see there, the traffic seems to be flowing along fairly well. It's not overly busy at this particular point, but I can guarantee you, as the morning continues, it's definitely going to, traffic's going to be definitely picking up there. We're going to chat with you again here in just about a half an hour or so. Thank you, folks. Thanks, Jesse. Al Ahmed, Valley Today Traffic, Moorhead.
It's now 7 minutes before 7. As you may have heard if you frequent the water cooler at work, Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles opened preseason action against Tampa Bay last night.
Well, it's still fake football. It's certainly a very big moment for the former NDSU QB. Wentz entered the game late in the first half, getting a little work on his 2-minute drill, got a standing ovation from the Eagles crowd, obviously fired up, and this is the moment everyone from Fargo to Philly just loved, his first completion. Now, this drive ended in a punt, but Wentz was making plenty of fans with his confidence in the pocket. Now, there were some ups and downs in the second half. Carson did lead a few sustained drives, but he also threw his first NFL interception. Here's what he had to say after the game.
I thought overall it wasn't bad, wasn't perfect, a lot of things to clean up, but it's just preseason one, so we got a lot to learn from.
Wentz finishes his NFL debut 12 of 24 for 89 yards and 1 interception, rushes 3 times for 15 yards, and of course, Eagles with the win.
Well, let's not forget about the other former Bison making his NFL debut in Philly last night, and what a first game it was for undrafted free agent C.J. Smith as he tries to make the team. Late in the fourth quarter, the Eagles trying to hold the lead, and Smith makes a great play in the end zone, his first NFL interception, sealing the deal for the Eagles. We want to take one more look at it. Just a great play to go after the ball.
Nice.
C.J. Smith making a name for himself in the first preseason game as well.
In our election 2016 coverage, CBS News has learned more than 70 Republicans are urging the Republican National Committee to stop funding Donald Trump's campaign and funnel those resources to Senate and House races instead.
Trump says that he doesn't want support from those Republicans anyway. Meanwhile, in Michigan, Hillary Clinton yesterday focused on her economic plan. She called for billions in new investment in manufacturing and infrastructure jobs. Friday morning means it's time to get a look at this week's Valley's Most Wanted. Fargo police asking you to be on the lookout for Alfonso Peak. He's wanted for a felony count of dealing in stolen property. We have his picture up on your screen right now. Call your local law enforcement if you have any information.
The Drug Enforcement Administration is keeping all marijuana illegal. Yesterday, the DEA said marijuana has no currently accepted medical use and has a high potential for abuse.
That means that marijuana will stay as a Category 1 drug, the same as heroin and cocaine. The announcement will keep states that allow marijuana for recreation or medical use in defiance of federal law, and that could soon be North Dakota. North Dakota voters will decide in November on a plan that would allow medical marijuana in the state. The Secretary of State announcing yesterday the North Dakota Compassionate Care Act received enough signatures and will appear on the November 8th ballot. If approved, it would allow people suffering from certain medical conditions to use marijuana with doctor's approval. Well, some of those people advocating for medical marijuana in North Dakota were out in force at the Fargo Dome yesterday.
Hundreds of those affected by epilepsy, along with their families and friends, came to walk at the Rise Above Seizures event at the Dome. Some people we talked with say medical marijuana can help, and helping treat epilepsy. Medical marijuana is already legal in Minnesota. We're now learning more information about the man being accused of human trafficking in the Fargo area.
Fargo police say that this man, Eric Watson, forced a woman to have sex with other men for money. This mugshot is from several years ago when Watson was arrested and convicted on drug charges in Minnesota. There are currently 2 active warrants out for Watson's arrest, but he has not yet been found.
We have an update on a missing persons report from the Grand Forks area this morning. Robert Johnson was located by members of his family overnight. He was walking in South Grand Forks.
Johnson had walked away from a group home on the 1400 block of 10th Street South yesterday afternoon, but again has been found safe overnight.